Welcome to GuruWeb Tutorials. In this tutorial we'll be looking at how to edit text, images and general layout of different components on your QMS platform. So you would log in and then the editing bar appears at the top here. You would go to your dashboard and you would select pages on the left hand menu over here. And then you would select the page that you want to edit. You could edit the About Us section, any one of the pages that you want to edit. But let's take a look at editing the home page, for example. So you click on the page you want to edit. And it opens up the editing section for that page. This is the back-end editor, and you can set various settings here. If you want to hide or show the page title bar, you can edit that there. If you really want to get complicated, you can start to edit some of the settings over here, but you very rarely need to work directly with the code over there. And you can set various settings over here. And if you keep scrolling down, sorry, not down, if you scroll back up again, if you want to start making some edits, we can go to the front end editor over here. This is the very easy to use front-end editor that will help us to edit the page. So the front-end editor looks like this. It's basically exactly as it appears on the front end, except now you have access to edit everything that you'd like to edit. We have a different tutorial on how to edit the slider, which is the images and the text that appear on the slider on the home page and on the QMS page as well. You can't directly edit those images or text from the page. You have to go into the slider itself, which is covered in a separate tutorial. So here if we scroll down a little bit, we can see we have a heading over there, and a heading there, custom heading. So if you wanted to change that heading with your own company name, you would click on the little edit pencil over there, and it'll open up an editing box, and you can change the text to whatever your company name is over there. And once you've completed, you click on Save Changes, and then you can close the editing bar and the changes will have taken effect. You can basically edit any text section like that. There's another custom heading there, which is the subtitle over there. You can either remove it if you don't want it there, click the bin, or click on the edit pencil, and again it'll open up the editing window. You can edit that text over there and then click save once you're done. The same with all of the text. You can see this is a bigger text section over here. You can edit that in much the same way. You can also, if you know a bit of HTML code, if you want to change the size of the text, or if you want to change the font or the color, any of those sort of things, you can click on the text mode over there, and you would add in HTML code to change the size, for example. You could change the color and the look and feel of your text over there, but you would need to know a little bit of HTML code to be able to do that. And then again, once you're done, click your save of changes and close over there. These latest news and current EIA notices section there, which is specific to environmental companies using this platform. You can edit your appearance and layout of the latest post grid over here. If you click on the editing pencil, there are a whole bunch of options in terms of how those posts appear and any effects that you want to add to them. You could change the number that appear, for example. Here we've got 4. You could change that to 2 or 8 or however many you wanted to appear. and you could change the size of the gaps between the articles. You can change animations or effects on them, and so on. You can also change the way that they are ordered if you wanted them to appear in an ascending order rather than descending, and so on. So those are the settings for the appearance of the latest news articles appearing on the home page there. And the web news testimonial, again, you would click on the edit pencil and you could change all the settings. You could put in the name of the person who's giving the testimonial, change the image to a photo of them and the company that they work for, and the content of the testimonial you would change in this section over here. Once you've done with all of your changes, you can click changes, save changes there. If you wanted a testimonial slider instead of a single testimonial, you could delete this testimonial over here, and then in the space that appears there, you could, let's just add on another little section there. You could look for a testimonial slider, and you would click on the testimonial slider, which now allows you to put in more than one testimonial, which would appear in a scrolling slider. And you could do that over there. I'm going to delete that now because we're not going to do that now, but just to show you that that is something that you can do. If you wanted to change the positioning of any of these elements, so for example, if you wanted your testimonial to appear above the news section there, you could literally click on it over there and drag it up, and you could drop it in over there, for example, and there it is. It's now below the text section there, and it is now moved. So you can move any of the elements on your website, on any of the pages around by just clicking and dragging, dropping them in the right place. You can play with settings. So for example, if you found once you've saved the changes, whenever you make changes, you must always click on the update section over here once you're done. Otherwise the changes will not be saved to the page. Once you finish with all of the changes, you can have a look on the front end. You might find that the gap between this text and the testimonial is too small. Then you could add in a new element. You would come to the bottom over here, click on add, and you would add on an empty space, and you could set the size of that empty space, click and drag it and pop it into that section over there. It's very easy and quite logical, and once you get to play around, you'll find it's very easy to customize the look and feel and content of your website. We also wanted to look at editing images. This particular page doesn't have any images. We're not going to save the changes that I've made now, but usually you would click update to save the changes. Let's look at a page that does have images. So for example, the services page over here. Click on that, and we are now on the front end, and we can click here, edit with Visual Composer, which will take us straight into the editing mode for this page. Takes a few seconds for the Visual Composer editor to open up. And again, you could edit any of the headers or text sections here, add your content, drag them around, move them around as you like. And if you wanted to change that image, for example, you just click on the editing pencil for the image. And you could change the title of the image, and you could remove the existing image by clicking on the cross there, and you would then click on the green plus to add your new image from the media library or upload it from your computer. You can change the image size here, either specify the exact pixels, or you could put in thumbnail, medium, large, or full size, and you could add a caption to the image. You can change the alignment of the image. You could change the style of the image with borders and shadows and all sorts of other effects. And you could change the on-click action. So you could link it to open up a larger image, or various other options there will zoom in on the image and so Once you've done with all of your changes, you click on Save Changes and your new image will appear in that section there. Thank you for watching and good luck customizing your website.